live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
Police tell Rockford residents to avoid an area of the city. What we know about an ongoing death investigation. Some formal attire for prom will be at a new location this year. A look inside moving day for Becca's Closet. Plus, the Easter fun starts a day early for One Rockford Museum. Thousands of eggs were up for grabs at the egg-stravagant. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. Still developing, Rockford Police are investigating after a woman is found dead. Officials asked residents to avoid the 3100 block of Guilford Road. A deceased woman was found in the area earlier on Saturday. No other information is known at this time. The University of Oklahoma campus was locked down for nearly 2 hours Friday night due to an active shooter scare. No threat was ever found. Police rushed to the campus after receiving a report of shots being fired. The school tweeted there was an active shooter on campus and urged people to run, hide, and fight. Police searched the area and announced around 11 p.m. that the campus was safe. Multiple states are considering bans on cosmetics and other products that contain so-called forever chemicals, also known as PFAs. PFA exposure has been linked to an increased cancer risk, developmental delays in children, and damage to organs. This week, Vermont approved legislation prohibiting the sale of any cosmetics or menstrual products that include PFAs. California, Colorado, and Maryland passed similar restrictions that are set to go into effect in 2025. In February, the Illinois Attorney General announced lawsuits against 14 companies that manufacture PFAs. Prom season is on the way, which means it's time to start looking for that perfect prom dress. Each year, Becca's Closet of Rockford has served hundreds of young people leading up to prom, homecoming, and other formal events. This year, Becca's Closet will have a new location. Our Nicole Delgado was there for the move. Nicole, where are they headed to?
Well, Taylor, Becca's Closet empowers young women in Rockford and the surrounding areas with gifts of formal wear, prom dresses, homecoming, and other events, which they might not otherwise be able to afford. This year, they will be serving from a new location inside of Our Savior's Lutheran Church. Volunteers tell me they are excited for this new change.
It's a lot. Learning experience, to say the least, moving all these dresses.
Volunteers gather at the Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd to help load in racks of dresses to go to the new home of Becca's Closet. Volunteer David Musser says he has UPS experience, but he has never done anything like this before.
Finding a truck that would accommodate the height of these racks was a challenge. We finally found this one. It's their biggest truck they were able to rent to us, and this is what it takes.
Rockford Area Lutheran Ministries Executive Director Bob Black says they will be moving around 2,000 dresses along with shoes and accessories.
Change is always a lot of work, and it doesn't happen without a whole lot of volunteers. So today we're finishing up our move to Our Savior's Lutheran Church so that next Saturday we can begin getting dresses out for this prom season.
Both Bob and David are excited to start serving the community in the new home for Becca's Closet.
When you see someone get the right dress and find that one, and they just, you can see them light up and so happy. Everybody deserves a prom or a homecoming, so it's nice that we can help them provide, that experience for them.
Becca's Closet opens next Saturday at 10 a.m. from 2. For more information on dates and how you can donate, find this story at mystateline.com. Taylor?
Thanks, Nicole. Today was a beautiful day for a giant egg hunt. Kids got to explore the grounds of Rockford's Discovery Center Museum, searching for 10,000 hidden eggs filled with treats. Participants ages 1 through 9 were divided into different age groups with a hunt time. The egg-stravaganza was fun for the whole family. Even the volunteers enjoy getting to hide the thousands of eggs. The museum says it's all about making family memories together.
And so hopefully today kids and families are making memories that they'll have for a long time of, that day at Discovery Center where the weather was just perfect and we found eggs and we laughed and we had fun and we made some crafts. So we're really hoping the memories are made today at Discovery Center.
The egg-stravaganza takes nearly a year to plan. Pope Francis was back in public view today, presiding over Easter Vigil Mass at St. Peter's Basilica. The 86-year-old pontiff arrived in a wheelchair, which he uses because of knee pain. He did not attend the traditional Good Friday nighttime procession at the Colosseum because of unusually cold weather in Rome. Pope Francis is recovering from bronchitis after being hospitalized recently for 3 days. And with Easter just around the corner, UK owners say that real-life Easter bunnies make great pets. These are giant continental rabbits, which can weigh up to 33 pounds. Despite their large size, they're gentle giants, and they love nothing more than chilling out on the sofa with their owner and receiving lots of pets and cuddles. The Justice Department is now investigating the leak of military documents that appeared on social media, detailing U.S. analysis of the war in Ukraine. U.S. officials say the documents appear to be legitimate routine intelligence updates, even though some appear to be altered with lower numbers of Russian casualties. The documents labeled secret were first reported by the New York Times. They reveal the U.S. has deep insight into Russia's military operations with real-time warnings on targets and strikes. They also show while Russia's military is struggling, Ukraine's is also facing critical shortages. Justice Clarence Thomas releases a statement Friday about allegedly accepting luxury trips from a wealthy Republican donor for more than 2 decades. Thomas and his family enjoyed numerous vacations, including trips on the donor's yacht and at his private resort, including rides on a private jet. One trip to Indonesia reportedly cost more than $500,000. Thomas allegedly did not report the trips on financial disclosure forms. In Thomas's statement, he called the donor a close personal friend and claims to have, quote, sought guidance from colleagues and others in the judiciary about going on these personal family trips. Reverend Jesse Jackson is speaking in support of Tennessee State Representatives Justin Jones and Justin Pearson. On Thursday, the Republican-controlled state legislature expelled the 2 Democrats, but spared one other. The 3 representatives approached the chamber podium with a bullhorn in a protest calling for gun reform in the aftermath of the school shooting in Nashville that left 6 dead, including 3 children. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker also weighing in on the controversy this week, saying there is a, quote, threat to democracy. Vice President Kamala Harris met with the ousted lawmakers on Friday. Just hours after a federal judge in Texas ruled to suspend an abortion drug on Friday, the Department of Justice appealed the decision to the United States Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. The White House promising to fight to preserve women's access to the abortion pill. Mona Kosar Abdi has the details.
In a major ruling on Friday, a Texas federal judge halted the FDA's approval of mifepristone, the first of 2 drugs given to abort a pregnancy in the first trimester. The judge saying the FDA's more than 20-year-old approval is a violation of federal law around accelerated approval for certain drugs.
If this stands, it would apply nationwide, even in states where abortion is legal. And that could mean a dramatic reduction into the most commonly used form of abortion in this country, which is medication.
Overnight, the Justice Department appealed that ruling to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit.
How is it that one person, one judge, with no medical degree, no science degree, can make a decision about a drug that has been used, that has been safe, and proven effective?
Vice President Harris warned the ruling sets a dangerous precedent, undermining the FDA's ability to approve drugs based on science, not politics.
This is a dangerous precedent. The president and I are going to stand with the women of America and do everything we can to ensure that women have the ability to make decisions about their health care, their reproductive health care.
All eyes are now on the Fifth Circuit, which is the country's most conservative appeals court.
We're advocating against our direct abortions, intentional abortions. Seeing the reversal of Roe was a great triumph, but was very much phase 1 in our movement.
Meanwhile, a federal judge in Washington state issued an injunction Friday in a separate case regarding the status of the FDA's approval of the abortion drug, preventing the FDA from, quote, altering the status quo and rights as it relates to the availability of mifepristone. Mona Kosar Abdi, ABC News, New York.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, it's another bright and sunny day out today, very similar to what we had yesterday, but our temperatures were a little bit warmer, and that warming trend is going to continue throughout the rest of the weekend here going forward into next week as well. Right now, satellite and radar not really showing a whole lot because high pressure up to our east is keeping our skies clear. A warm front that is to our north has produced a few rain showers across parts of central Wisconsin, but none of that set to impact us here in the state line because of that high pressure and those clear skies, as well as some fairly dry air at the surface. That high pressure showing up now with the winds now coming out of the east to our south and then out of the south if we look a little bit further off closer to our area. Out across the plains, that southerly flow is helping to warm those temperatures into the 70s today. That's just a little bit of a snippet of what we are going to be seeing as we get into next week. Right now, temperatures not quite that warm, but we are in the 60s, 64 in Rockford, 64 in Rochelle, 63 in Freeport, but once again, very similar to yesterday, our dew points are very dry. The air at the surface is a little bit on the drier side. One of those dew points, Janesville, 18 degrees. That's pretty dry, and that's allowing that sunshine to warm up those temperatures as quickly as they had, because that's why we got up into the 60s like we did today, unlike where we made it into the 50s during the day yesterday. We are a little bit cooler once again during the night tonight, but we bottom out around 38 degrees for that overnight low. Mostly clear skies once again, fairly mild considering that we should be closer to the lower 30s for this time of year, but not quite cold as where we were last night. The rest of the weekend looking a lot warmer, especially into Easter Sunday. We start out the day a little bit on the cooler side, but we're in the 40s by the time we get to 8 a.m., back up into the 60s by the time we get to noon, and then nearly 70 degrees for that afternoon high as we get later on into the afternoon tomorrow as well. Futurecast continues to keep our skies clear for the moment, and we are dropping those temperatures back into the upper 30s overnight tonight. Just a few upper level clouds. That's the majority of what cloud cover we are going to be seeing during the day tomorrow. Not really looking at a whole lot of lower level clouds until we get into Monday. That does bring us our next chance for some rain, with mainly a few scattered showers out to the west. A couple of those could work their way closer to the state line, but the majority of us will remain dry through Monday, and then even more dry conditions as we get into the rest of next week. This is what we're looking at with the upper level pattern. This little break off here in the jet stream, that's what's going to bring us that chance for some rain on Monday. And then after that, that break off does become a low pressure system down to our south. This becomes a Rex block, which is what we call when we have a low pressure to the south, high pressure sitting to the north. That high pressure keeps our skies clear, but also much warmer. And that's the warmer conditions that we are going to be expecting to see for a lot of this week ahead. Many of our temperatures are in the upper 60s for the rest of the weekend and early next week, and then into the 70s, nearly 20 degrees above normal for this time of year as we get into the majority of next week. So 69 degrees both on Sunday and on Monday. That slight chance for some rain showers on Monday, but then Taylor, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, something we would not typically see until we get into late May.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Through a week plus of the baseball season, the Cubs appear to be a competitive team. Right now, they're sitting a game over 500 after knocking off the Rangers today for the second straight day. They dominated this game. In the fourth inning, Patrick Wisdom got a pitch right where he wanted it and gave it a ride to the bleachers. Cubs went up 3-1. In the sixth inning, Eric Hosmer was pinch hitting with two men on base. And he's going to chop this one through a drawn-in infield. That scored two more runs, making it 5-1. In the seventh inning again, there were two Cubs on base, this time for Trey Mancini. And he knocks a hit to right, driving in another run. Mancini had 3 hits. Ian Happ drove in 3 runs, and the Cubs rocked the Rangers 10-3. Justin Steele got his first win of the season with 6 strong innings on the hill. In Pittsburgh, the White Sox and Pirates are tied at 1 in the third inning. Oscar Colas is an RBI single. Mike Clevenger is pitching for the Sox. It's going to be a very busy Easter Sunday at the Masters tomorrow. They need to finish up the third round before heading back out for the fourth round. Umbrellas were plentiful today as the steady rain fell in the morning. They had to finish up the second round first that was suspended yesterday. They got that in before rain suspended play again early in the third round. Here's Tiger finishing up round 2 this morning, sinking a 27-foot putt on the 15th for birdie. He did just make the cut. Phil Mickelson is making a push. Check out this putt on the 6th hole from 39 feet. It might as well have been from 2 feet. That's going down. Mickelson is currently tied for 8th place. John Rahm is still near the top of the leaderboard. Here he is on the 17th hole of round 2, chipping and holing out for birdie. Rahm finished the second round 10 under. And Brooks Koepka is still the guy that everybody is chasing. He increased his lead by 1 stroke. He got in 6 holes in the 3rd round before play was suspended. As we go to the leaderboard, Koepka is ahead by 4 strokes, sitting at 13 under par. Rahm is second at 9 under. Amateur Sam Bennett's in 3rd place at 6 under. 4 golfers are tied at 5 under, and Tiger Woods is sitting in 54th place at 9 over par through 7 holes of his 3rd round. Fred Couples made some Masters history today. He became the oldest player ever to make the cut at the age of 63.
I am excited to make the cut. That's why I come here. The last 4 years have been really mediocre golf. That's my objective, and I did it. And, it's not like, now I can screw around and play 36 holes for fun. I'm going to try and compete.
Well, the Ice Hogs ready for a big night at the BMO. They're going to revert to the Screw City Ice Hogs for their annual jersey auction. They'll also be hosting the Milwaukee Admirals. The Ice Hogs defeated the Admirals just last night in Milwaukee 3-2. Rocco Grimaldi scored a pair of goals in that game. The Ice Hogs' magic number for clinching a playoff spot is now 9 points. The Blackhawks continue on their road trip out west. They'll play in Seattle tonight against the Kraken. The Hawks are coming off a 3-0 shutout loss in Vancouver Thursday night. The Hawks season is almost over, and Luke Richardson says yes, some of his guys will be returning to Rockford very soon to help out the Ice Hogs.
Vlasic's going back, and I believe they're probably going to move Reichel back now at the end of this trip. And the only one that qualifies is Anderson, and he'll go at the end of the season because we need some bodies here too.
Another bright and sunny day on the First Warrant Interactive Radar from Rockford Auto Glass and More. The rain staying to the north. We're a little bit cooler overnight tonight, but back into the 60s for the next couple of days, and then into the 70s for most of middle of next week.
Thanks, Jordan. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.